Hello everyone, my name is Fojo Matthew, a level 2 NS student at Ghana Communication Technology. So as part of our academic activities and semester courses, we have been tasked to terminate a Cat6 wire, how to terminate a Cat6 wire. So in this tutorial or in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to terminate a Cat6 cable or wire. So before we do that, we need our networking tools or networking toolkits before you can do the termination, the tool that will involved in terminating the wire. So first we need our Cat6 wire here, and then we need our RJ45, the male and female. We need our crimping tool here, and then we need our stripping tool. So these are the major tools we are going to use in this video to terminate our Cat6 wire. The tools are a lot here. The networking tools are a lot, and we also need our tester. The tester is what we are going to use to test whether the wire we terminated is working properly or not. So stay with me as we work or as we go through the process of terminating the wire. So we are going to use these major tools: the tester, the crimper, and then the string P2, and then the RJ45, the male and the female, and then the Cat6 cable. So let's start by removing the outer jacket of the layer. So they remove the outer jacket of the cable. We are going to use the string P2 over here. So you put the string P2 in this hole. There's a hole over here, this particular hole. You put the cable inside. Put the cable inside. You pull it inside. Okay. So now the cable is firmly inside the stripper tool. So we are going to put our hand here and rotate the stripper. Then after that, you pull it like this to remove the outer jacket from the cable. So after removing the outer jacket, you can see that the wires are twisted pair. So we learned that Cat6 wires are twisted pair cable, and then you can see they are two pairs, and then they are all twisted in here. All the wires are twisted. So you could see that there's a transparent wire here, which we don't need in our cable. So we are going to cut it off. We are going to use this particular tool, which is the crimper. There's a cutter here you can use to cut this one off. So we are going to cut this wire here. You don't need it. So you need to be careful when cutting this particular wire so that you not end up cutting all the wire or causing any other fault to the wire. Okay, so I'm done cutting this particular wire. We don't need it here. So now we are going to untwist this particular wires. We are going to untwist each of the wires here. They are all twisted. You can see from here, all the wires are twisted here. So we are going to untwist, and you make sure all of the wires are straight so that you can easily put them in the RJ45. So fast forward, we are going to untwist these wires over here, untwist them, untwist the wires here. So as you can see, I'm untwisting the wire from here. Okay. So after untwisting them, we are going to make sure all the wires are straight. So we are going to move our hand firmly, hold tight, and then straight each of the wires. So initially this wire was twisted, so I've straightened this particular wire. So we are going to do the same thing to the rest of the wires here. Straighten them, straighten each of the wires. I'm going to straighten this one here. Okay, so you can see that all the wires are straight now. The wires are straight from here. all the wires are straight from this side, as you can see. So before you terminate the wire, there's a particular color code, 8 color code you need to follow, which is the colors are 8, and then you need to follow them in order. So the color that we are going to follow is going to be we have white, brown. That's the first color that must come first, and then the arrangement must be done from left to right. So white, orange must come first, and then the orange come, and then after the orange, you're going to have white, green, followed by white, green, and then followed by blue, and then white, blue, green, white, brown, and then brown. So these are the 8 colors we are going to follow. So now I said that we are going to arrange the colors from left to right. So we are going to start by from the white, orange. So white, orange comes first, followed by orange, followed by white, green, followed by white, green. So you can see from here, white, green. After white, green, then we move to blue. We move to blue. So this white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, and then white, blue follows. After white, blue, and then we move to green, which is the next color. Then we make sure all the wires are aligned or straight. So the next color is going to be white, brown. After green, white, brown, sorry, white, brown from here, white, brown. Okay, and then the last color will come up will be brown. The last color will be brown. So you could see that all the wires have been arranged neatly over here. They are all neatly arranged over here. But you could see that the wires are not, all of them are not the same. Their length differs. So we are going to make sure they have the same length so that you will not encounter problem when you are putting it in the RJ45. So I'm going to use, okay, make sure the wires are straight from here. So I'm going to use this particular tool to cut the wires so that they all be in the same order, their length be the same. So firmly hold the wires together and use this particular edge. There's a cutter here. Make sure you cut it nicely. Okay, so all the wires are straight now, as you can see from here. The wires are straight. So now let's go straight and then put the wires in the RJ45. And then after that, we use our crimping tool to crimp the wires to the RJ45. So let's move on. Okay. Okay. So now our wires are inside the RJ45. Now we are going to use the crimp to crimp the RJ45 to the wire. So you hold it firmly so that the wires will not come out of the RJ45. Okay. I'm going to crimp it to the wires to the RJ45. We are going to use this particular tool here. Make sure they are firmly in the RJ. Okay. Okay. So now after putting our RJ45 together with the wires in the crimping tool, you are going to press. Okay, so now the crimper is firmly to the RJ45. You are going to press it. You will hear some sound, which means the cables are firmly in the RJ45. So I'm going to press it from here. Okay, so you hear the noise. You hear some noise, meaning that everything is firmly holded. So you cannot remove this particular part from the RJ45. Everything is firmly inside the wire. Then the arrangement is also neatly done here. Everything is firm here. So now we are going to do the same thing to this particular one over here. The wires are they are twisted, so I'm going to untwist them quickly, fast forward, and then retest this. I'm twisting this particular side. We are done with the male part. We are doing the female part. So I have to untwist this one and make sure the wires are straight. So now that we are done with untwisting and making the wire straight, we are going to follow the same process, arranging it based on the color code. So arranging it from left to right, we are going to follow the same process. So white orange come first, white orange, then orange. After orange, white green. After orange, white green. After orange, white green. Followed by blue. Followed by blue. Okay. After blue, white blue. After blue, white blue. After blue, white blue, and green. Followed by green. It's like about red color. Okay. And then white brown, white brown, and then brown. So now we are done arranging them. We are done arranging them. But then some of the wires are longer than the other. So we are going to make sure they are all the same. The length, so you could see from here, some of them are longer. So you are going to cut them short. You are going to make sure they are all of the same length. I'm going to use this particular tool, the crimper. There's a cutter here. I'm going to cut it. Okay. Okay. So now they are all straight from here. I'm going to put it in the RJ45 as I did the first one. So at this moment, okay. And then we use our crimper to crimp the wires to the RJ45. So we're going to insert it in the crimper here. So neatly and patiently. Okay. Make sure the wires don't come out. Right. Okay. Okay. So now it's inside now. We are going to crimp the RJ45 to the wires. You should hear the noise at the first one, so without wasting much time. Okay. Alright. So they are firmly inside. Everything is intact, neatly arranged. We are done terminating the cables. Now the next thing is to test. We have our tester here. I'm going to on it so you could see the tester is on. You could see the green. The tester is on. So we are going to test it. We are going to test our RJ45, the wire we terminated. So put one at the end here. Put one here, and then we put the other one here. Okay. So now the wires are working neatly. None of the colors are jumping or the lights are jumping. So this is how to terminate the cable. Yes, this is how to terminate RJ, sorry, Cat6 cable. So now you could see from here that all the readings are on the point. None of them are jumping. They are going the same thing at the same time. You see that they are all moving at the same time. At the same time. So we are done terminating our Cat6 cable, and thank you for staying with me. And the name again is Matthew Fojo, a student at Ghana Communication Technology. Thank you for staying with me. Bye bye.